and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to be doing a dedicated video for pale and fair skin tones. I just wanted to create a tutorial that is just going to be really easy and really flattering. This makeup tutorial is just going to be suitable and flattering for any skin tone, but whenever it comes to the face and the colours and the shades I'm going to be using, they're just going to be more aimed and more flattering towards those who do have pale skin, like myself today. And also, just to mix it up a wee bit, I'm also just going to be using a few brand new products also. So first I was just going to start off by priming the skin. Now most of the time if you are a very pale, it basically shows up everything, such as all your redness. So if you are pale, you might notice that you'd be more prone to having more redness. So if that's the case, you're wanting to get like a primer that has an orange tinge, a green tinge in it, just to neutralise the red tones in your skin and just counteract that. I don't actually suffer from much redness, so I'm just going to go in with the Becca First Light Priming Filter, just this wee one here. The foundation I'm going to be using today is by Colourpop, and this is their No Filter foundation. I was going to keep this for a full face first impressions, or no, sorry, I tell you a lie, I was actually going to keep this for a full face of Colourpop makeup, which is coming up soon, but I may as well just use it for the sheer hell of it, to be honest, and also because it is very pale, so obviously it's going to match me really well at the minute. I'm just going to take a couple pumps in that brush first of all, just to see how far it goes. Don't forget to do my ears because they tend to look a wee bit pink. The coverage is quite nice, I would say. It's like a medium to buildable coverage. So far I think that's actually quite nice, and I think that's all the coverage that I'm going to do for today, because I'm now just going to go in and conceal. I'm going to use the e.l.f. 16R Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Rose. Then I just like to blend the concealer down my nose last, just so that it gives time to kind of dry in a wee bit. This might be the first ever tutorial I've done where I actually have my face matching my body. Well done! It only took me 2.5 years. I'm also just going to go in and do the tiniest bit of cream contouring. So this is the Hoola by Benefit Quickie Contour Stick, and instead of actually drawing on my skin with the stick, because I just kind of find that it can be too hard to blend out, and sometimes you can be left with a bit of a line, so I'm just going to take the foundation brush that I used. Can you hear my voice cracking? How rude. And I'm just going to coat the brush. I'm just going to stump around the places that I would apply the cream contour first of all, and then just go back in and blend it up the way. Just give my face a bit of dimension again so it doesn't look as flat. Then I'm just going to go in and set my under eyes. I'm going to use the Revolution Pro Translucent Pressed Powder. I'm going to give my face a quick spritz before I go with highlight and bronzer or anything. So I'm not doing this to actually set my face, but I'm just doing it to actually soak up any of that excess powder or anything I have. I'm using a new highlight palette today. This was gifted to me in PR, and this is by Jolie Beauty, and it's the Oh So Blinding Highlight Palette. I love this shade here. It's just a shame that I don't have dark enough skin to actually wear this as a highlight. You have really dark skin, and this as a highlight, just the slightest wee bit would look absolutely beautiful, and especially as eyeshadow. Oh my god, I can just picture it. I think I'm going to be using this bottom middle shade here because it seems to be the lightest, because I am fair at the minute. I'm not wanting to go to anything too dark or has too much of a colour in it, because once you actually put your head to the side you might see a bit of a shadow. So I'm just going to give this just a wee light dust just ever around my face. For blusher I usually go for something that's more peachy toned, orange toned, whatever, but because I'm wanting to do something that is more complementary to my skin tone at the minute and pale skin tones, I'm going to go for something that is more pink toned, which is just going to be more complementary on pale skin, I suppose. But this is the but this is the Pretty Vulgar blush in the shade Make Them Blush Tickled Pink. So I'm just going to focus that just in the apples of my cheeks there. I'm just going to blend and buff it up, just like into that highlight. Oh my goodness, I really like that blush. I'm literally trying my damned hardest right now not to go absolutely ham with this blush, but it's so hard. Just apply some more. And I have two bronzers here. I'm not too sure what one to go for. Whenever you do have pale to fair skin, you always tend to want to stay away from anything that's too cool toned and too orange, because you don't want it to look too fake, too muddy, or too harsh on the skin. So you're kind of wanting to just meet in the middle and just use like a neutral toned bronzer. So I think I'm just going to go for the Wet n Wild one, and this is the Colour Icon bronzer. Take it to Brazil. Just start off with minimal product and just work your way up and not go in too heavy-handed first off. I should sometimes take my own advice. So I'm just going to go off camera now and do my eyebrows, because I hate doing my eyebrows on camera. It bores the absolute tits off me. But I'm just going to use the wee Tarte setting spray first of all. Even though it's not a Tarte setting spray, what is it I have in this? It's a Rimmel London one, and I don't actually like it. Well, the product is okay, but the spray is just absolute box. So that's why I put it in this. So I'm just going to use this highlighting palette just to highlight my inner corner. I'm going to use that exact same shade that I used for my face. So a few days ago I did get a PR package from Mellow Cosmetics, so I did get an eyeshadow palette, and this is the Treasure Chest palette. So this is what the packaging looks like here. The reason I'm using this palette today is obviously because it is new and I want to try it out, but I just thought that these are really good shades if you do have fair or pale skin. I'm just going to start off with a transition shade. Going to use this one here. So because I'm taking this just on a big fluffy brush, I'm not wanting to be too precise with the placement, so I'm not too bothered at the fact that it gets up into the upper crease and on the lid. I'm going to switch to a smaller brush now, and then I'm going to take Smoky Quartz, this shade here. So I'm just going to focus this just in that crease. Just in the outer corner first of all. And I'm just also going to bring that down onto the lid, just in the outer corner. Not taking any more product, I'm just going to diffuse that darkest shade just into the inner corner then. And then just blend those two shades together. This is a flat eyeliner brush, and I'm going to take the darkest shade in the palette, Onyx. Yeah, so this shade here. And I'm just going to pat this along that lash line. So again, I'm not going to take any more product on that brush, but I'm now just going to start by blending and pushing that up the way. Going in with that flat brush and this darkest shade again, and I'm just going to run that just along the lower lash line. I'm going to try this new mascara also from Pretty Vulgar. Love the packaging, absolutely beautiful. It just reminds me of something really vintage. It's kind of like a bird cage, and then it has like a wee bird at the top or something. So this is the Feathers mascara. Ooh! Oh! Would you believe it or not, I do not have a mascara in my collection that has a curved wand. Depending on what this mascara actually looks like, I'm kind of debating on whether to put lashes on or not, because if you wanted to make it more of a daytime look, don't feel like you need to wear lashes, or if you're like me, you can stick on a pair of lashes and just call it a daytime look as well, because that's what I'm probably going to do. I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence about it. The formula seems to be a wee bit clay-like. I prefer something that's a wee bit watery. This is my third coat. It's actually separated my lashes very, very nice actually, but it hasn't lengthened very much, and it hasn't necessarily gave much volume. I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence, like this bird. I'm just going to use the BELLAGI lashes in the style Seduction. I did have to cut them a wee bit because they were a wee bit too long for me, so that's just them there. Discount code in the description box. So again, Mellow Cosmetics, and they sent me a load of their lip liners. So this is their lip pencil crayon in the shade Aria. So whenever you do have pale to fair skin and you're wanting to go for like a nude lip, you want to go for something that is more pinky toned or more brown. You're not wanting to go for anything that's far too pale and it's going to make you just look deathly looking and just deceased basically. But if you do have really pale nude lipsticks and you're wanting to use them, even just go for like a darker lip liner and just apply it all over the lip, and then just apply a really nude lipstick just in the middle, just for like a wee ombre moment. Try just to go for something that's more of like a terracotta toned nude or like a pinky toned peachy nude. So that's lashes on. I'm just going to apply this wee lipstick now. Okay guys, so this completes this makeup look. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'm absolutely loving this makeup look. I just think that it was just really simple and easy, and just, yeah, really effective as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.